Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's class. So in this class, we'll be looking at another concept, and that is multiples. So we want to look at multiples of numbers. So in this class, we'll be looking at this meaning of multiples, then we look at common multiples and the lowest or least common multiples. So we'll start with multiples. When you hear the word multiple, what comes to your mind? What is the meaning of multiple? So when you multiply two numbers together, let's say for instance 2 multiplied by 3, the result will give us 6. So that means the 6 that we have, that is the result, is a multiple of both numbers that we have multiplied together. That means multiple 6 is a multiple of 2 and what 3. And in other words, if a number is a factor of another number, so the second number is a multiple of the what of the first number. Try to understand this. Let's look at this example together. So when we talk about multiple, we're talking about the numbers on the multiplication tables are all beyond. When you have 2 multiplied by 1 to 2 multiplied by 12, so the result you're going to get are the multiples of that number. That is 2. So the same thing with 3 and 4 and so on and so forth. But it goes beyond multiplying a number by 12, which we have, that's the maximum you have on the table because of time and space. So it go beyond that, right? So, and let me give you an example so that you understand what I'm trying to say. So this is it. We have 2 we have 2 multiplied by 3, that gives us 6. 2 multiplied by 4, that gives us 8. 2 multiplied by 5, that gives us 10. Now, what we are saying is that you can see that I've multiplied two numbers together and I got 6, 8, 10. So I've multiplied 3, I multiplied 2 by 3, 2 by 4, 2 by 5. So what this is saying that these 6, 8, 10 are multiples of what? 2, 2, 2 here. And at the same time, they are also multiple of what? 3, 4, 5. So 3, 6 is a multiple of 3 and also a multiple of 2. 8 is a multiple of 2 and 8. 10 is a multiple of 2 and also a multiple of what? 5. That means that 2 is a factor of 10. 5 is also a factor of 10 because you can divide 10 by 5 without having a remainder. You can as well divide 2 by 10 without having a remainder. So that's why I said that when you multiply, when a number is a factor of another number, the second number, so that second number is a multiple of the first number, of the smaller number. So which means 5, 10 is a multiple of 5, and 5 is smaller than what? 10, because 5 is a factor of what? 10. The same thing, 2 is a factor of 10, therefore 10 is a multiple of what? 2. So when you have two numbers, one is big, one is small. So if the smaller one is a factor of the bigger one, that means the bigger number is a multiple of the smaller number. Hope you're getting, you can get the connection between factors and multiples, and we have treated factors before. So I hope I'm making sense. So that is what we refer as multiple. So if they ask to list out multiples of a number, for instance, if I ask to list out, for example, list all the multiple, or list 5 multiples of 6. 5 multiples of 6. It means you start by saying 6 multiplied by 1, that gives 6. 6 multiplied by 2, that gives us 12. 6 multiplied by 3, that gives us 18. 6 multiplied by 4, that gives us 24. 6 multiplied by 5, that gives us 30. So 5 multiples of 6, 5 multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, and what? 30. So I think we'll be able to define what multiples are and the connection we have between multiple and factors. Hope that is clear to you. So let's look at another examples here. So look at this example. Which of these numbers, 27, 29, 78, 49,050 are multiples of 3 and multiples of what? 5. So which means we want to test. So can 3, we said that a bigger number will be a multiple of a smaller number if that smaller number is a factor of that bigger number. So in this case, we will test if 3 is a factor of, or that is are all these numbers divisible by 3? We have done the divisibility test before. Check one of the videos in the channel, you will see it there. So a number will be divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits gives a number that is divisible by 3. So let's check for the first number now, which is what? 27. So let's add the digits together. So 2 plus 7 gives what? 9. So 3 can divide 9, right? So without having a remainder. So in that case, 27 is a multiple of what? 3. So 27 is there. So we check for the second one. 29. 2 plus 9, that is what? 11. So 3 cannot divide 11. In that case, it's not a multiple of what? 3. The next one we have 78. So 78, that is 7 plus 8. That gives what? 15. So 3 can divide 15. So it's a multiple of 3. So we are seeing under question number 1. That's A. Then we check for 49,050. We add the digits together. That is 4 plus 9 plus 0 plus 5 plus what? 0. That gives, this is 13. 13 plus 5, that is 18. So 3 can divide 18. So that means it's also divisible by what? 3. So in that way, we can conclude that 27, 78, and 49,050 are multiples of 3. So that is how to answer the first question. So which means 29 is not a multiple of 3. So we check for 5. Now, so for 5, multiples of 5. So a number will be divisible by 5 if that number ends with digits 0 and or 5. So it ends with digits 0 or what? 5. So in this case, we look for this. This one ends, 27 ends with 7. So in that case, it's not a multiple of 5. 5 cannot divide it. 29 is not, because it ends with 9. Then 78 is the same thing. And then 49,050 ends with what? 0. So which means 49,050 is a multiple of what? 5. I hope this is clear. So the question can come in this form to find the multiples of a number given to you. Hope that is clear now. So we move to common multiples. Alright, so here we want to look at common multiples. So common multiples are multiples that are common to 2 or more numbers. So let's look at this example. Find the first 3. So find the first 3 common multiples of 4 and 5. So the first thing we need to do here is to list out the multiples of 4 and list out the multiples of 5. Then we look at the one that is common, or the ones that are common to both of them. So multiples of 4, list that out. Multiples of 4. So we have 4 is a multiple of 4. 4 times 1, 4 times 2, that is 8. 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, right? 32, 36, 40. So we can start, let's stop at this. So we can see extend it. The multiple of 5, multiple of 4, this is 4. Multiple of 5, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and so on and so forth. So the next is to look for the common. What is common to both of them? So common multiples now. Common multiples. Common multiples of 4 and 5. Common multiples of 4 and 5. So 4 is still 4. Then 10. We have 20 is common to both of them. That's the first one. Then what is 20? 40 is common. 40 is common, right? Do you have any other one that is common? No. So which means we still need to extend this, right? So we need to extend. So in that case, let's extend this one. This will be 44, 48, 52, 56, and then 60. So when we extend this one, that is 55, 60. So 60 is common. So that is what 60. So the first three common multiples of 4 and 5 are 20, 40, and 60. I hope this is clear. So this is how to find common multiples. Now, just to use a stone to kill two birds. So from here we can get our lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. That is, out of the common multiples we have between two numbers, which one is the lowest? Which one is the least? That's why sometimes you see in some textbooks they write least. That's the minimum or lowest. So the smallest common multiples, lowest common multiple, or least common multiple. So out of this now, so LCM, which is LCM of 4 and 5, will give us, among these three common multiples that we have, which one is the smallest? That is what? 20. 20 is the smallest common multiple between 4 and 5. That is LCM of 4 and 5 is what? 20. So that is the basic understanding of LCM, common multiples, and LCM. So this is where we're going to stop here. In the next video, we look at some other methods of calculating lowest common multiples. Then we look at the real life application of these concepts, multiples. So we look at that. So this is what we're going to stop today. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that anytime I release invaluable videos, you'll be able to get access to it on time. So I wish you best of luck. Bye for now.